going on, everybody? I'm not gonna take too much of your time. We about to get into some stuff real quick. It's it's interesting how certain opinions and ideas have been swirling throughout this DeFi, throughout the Hex, Pulse Chain, and PulseX community, period. And it's, wow. That's all you could just shake your head and say, wow. People are asking, where's their 10,000X? The thing's only been out 60 something days. I tell you that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Sometimes when people show you who they are, like they say, when folks show you who they are, you have to believe them. Oh, okay. Thanks, Provo. I might have to relaunch the whole thing. How's it sound now? Funny business going on out here, yo. Funny business. What I'm gonna do is, though. Oh, okay. Salute to you. I hope you're doing well, man. Young Provo. You an OG in the space too, man. Yo, but there's so much weird stuff going on. I tell you, man. I tell you. Provo, you and I know how things were back when Hex launched. I was like, we couldn't care for that project at all. And then it did remarkable. And I had to give it its props. But what's going to happen now is this. Because, again, there are too many people in the community who claim that they were there from the beginning, they're original members and OGs and all this type of stuff. And it's showing their true colors, the hypocrisy, contradictions, the lies, things that they do, the two-faced nature, speak with forked tongues. And it's crazy to me. How can you say now Pulse Chain and PulseX are lackluster, underwhelming, performing coins, and you got layer 2s that are now being not only competitors but are better than what I tell you, man. I tell you. You can't make this up, man. I know, right? It's funny. It's crazy. Look at that. Exactly. Because we were there. But the problem with what I'm seeing now is it's just folks. I don't know if they are bored, bear market. People don't know what they're doing. They just thought they were gonna get 10,000x in one day. You know, you like somebody, so all of a sudden now that you like a person and they appear to be nice and friendly, that's gonna help pay your crypto bills, or you're gonna use that crypto to pay your real life bills because you like somebody. You're gonna write on your check when your mortgage or rent is due. Oh, so and so, such and such, a project leader on top of a layer one. I'm gonna cash that in and see what the vendor is gonna tell you. See what your mortgage lender is gonna tell you. See what the landlord is gonna tell you. They'll laugh in your face. They'll look at you like you're a joke. You like somebody, you think they're cool, and you believe in whatever they're talking to you about. That's the reason. That's good enough for you. That's as far as the research goes. Your so-called fake due diligence goes. And not only that, not only do you trust somebody, trust that word again. Not only do you trust somebody who you barely even know, is because you're something in your weak body told you need to like them. You're gonna now defecate on what works up to this point. What's been working. You're gonna dismiss all the principles. Forget about trustless yield, right? Forget about immutability. Forget about third parties. That's of old. That's old terminology. That's an old system. We are embracing the land of new projects. You're not respecting the land. You're going to respect the new projects, because why? We need the land to thrive. To riddle with a bunch of projects. You pray, you forget about 11K and pray. You gotta hope and wish that one out of all the 200 projects wins. And I did what? You think they're gonna what? And none of them could exclaim, none of them could tell you that they're gonna do 10,000x gains. Right? You gotta compare Ethereum. Oh, look at Ethereum. Look at all the projects that are on top of Ethereum. Ethereum is how old? Ethereum is what? How old? How old? How old is Ethereum? And then, wait a minute. Y'all talking about some Ethereum now. What happened? I thought Ethereum was, is a dub for Ethereum. Gas fees are too high. I thought it's no longer about Ethereum no more. Look what the founder said. He said the market decided. It's all about pulse. But no, you're gonna use now Ethereum and say, look at these projects. Look at the building that's taking place. Look at the building that's taking place. I remember in 2017, Ethereum was ripe for ICOs. Ethereum was the first blockchain to introduce smart contracts to the world. The first blockchain to do this. How many other Ethereum copy blockchains try to come out and say that they were just going to usurp Ethereum? They call themselves Ethereum killers. They have yet to achieve that objective. They have yet to do that. With all the trash that's on top of Ethereum now, not to say that everything is garbage, but look what's happened. ICO was a scourge. It was a curse. How many scams have come and gone on top of these chains, on top of that chain? And Ethereum is still doing what it's doing. Oh, but they don't think about how Vitalik doesn't talk about all these other projects that's on top of his native blockchain. They don't respect that. They don't respect that, at least RH is trying to align, right, with those types of style of thinking and being. Like he's saying, listen, I'm not talking about nothing else. Look at this guy. Has he done it? Has he talked about other things on his blockchain? Oh no, but forget about all that. We're gonna take a snapshot of however many successful projects right now that's on top of Ethereum, amassing interest and generating volume and all this. Yo, the flip-flopping, the jumping, switch side. Now you're going to talk about some Ethereum. Before it was, oh no, leave that chain. Leave it. It's all about, the people are crazy. And these are the people who you exalt as thought leaders. They're clowns. Folks are legitimate clowns. They booted one clown out. I guess there's many more that got, what are they're booting themselves out. Because this is decentralized. You can't stop people from doing what they do in this space. But you also can't stop people from thinking critically for themselves and respecting their own money, respecting their own private keys, respecting their time and energy. You have folks that are in the community. You don't need enemies. You don't need enemies outside coming into this space, coming into this community, because they're already here. They laugh and smile with you. They'll wear a Hex t-shirt. They'll wear a Hex Pulse chain, Pulse X hat. Maybe even some shoes. Right? And then show you that no, they gave up on Pulse chain and Pulse X. Flat out. Because they don't like what Richard has done. They don't like how the coins are performing. They don't believe in the 10,000x narrative anymore. What happened? In 60-something days, you just have a change of heart. That's it. That's how it goes. That's what y'all do. And it's crazy to me because, these so-called OGs. Oh, I'm an OG. I've been here since day -99, and I've done considerably well. Thank you very much. I've done so well that you wish you could be me, right? Aren't you looking at me wondering how I got it this far? Let me explain to you how I got it this far. What I did was, because I'm affluent. Don't you see how well versed I am when I'm speaking? Can't you understand and feel? Can you not feel my words and my truth? I mean, if I were you, I would want to be me too. I'm winning. You're losing. You're a broke, poor pleb. You're a plebeian. You know how to spell pleb? Spell it. Foolishness. This is what folks do. And then look, you have this system right now that's been working less than 3 months. And people are judging it like it's been out 10 years. You're comparing something that's less than 3 months old to something that's over 6 years old and talking about, comparison. What? What am I going to put my money on today? Red or black? I feel marvelous. I'm going to put my money on red today. Tomorrow I'm going to put on black. Or maybe this afternoon I might switch it up. And then tell people on Twitter what I'm doing. Because I want to mold your minds. I am the crypto Thanos. Except I wear 2 gloves. Maybe 3 gloves. I wear gloves on my feet. I walk with 4 gloves. Okay? I have diamonds, minerals all over me because I represent the truth. Listen to my words. Buy into everything I'm saying. I am selling you nothing. Believe it. I'm selling you nothing because I want you to have nothing. And I want you to smile. I want you to smile. You're not smiling. What's wrong with you? Why are you not buying into what I'm saying? Can you not hear how I speak? Why can't you not hear how I speak? Are you not convinced? You so-called Hex OGs, not all of y'all, not all, but some of y'all, you gave yourself away. Like you just, some of y'all, like you interviewed people that straight up flat out scammed the community. You introduced people to the community. This is like by default. Sorry, it is what it is. Sorry, not sorry. You had them jump on your panels over the years, since the sacrifice phases. Oh yes, my name is Mr. So and I'm going to introduce to you this project and this and that, and they scammed the community, and there's no recourse, there's no crypto police you can contact to get your money back, and those of us who are just trying our best with the little bit of energy that we had, the little bit of interest, because life is just what it is. We trying to hold on to what's been tried and true, what's been battle tested, real hardcore tenets and principles of crypto. We're vilified now, right? Because you just like to cup your hand and tug on Richard Hart's scrotum. That's all you're good for. I cannot believe you do not want to support any builder coming onto Postgame. Why is that, sir? Richard, what about him? What about him? Yeah, he's nice. Yeah, I care about Richard, but I don't care about him anymore. I don't care about the Postgame. What is Postgame? Where is my 10,000X? It's absent. It's absent. What I'm going to do, I am going to invest and take my chances with these other projects. That's what I'm going to do, okay? Because I have that right. I can do that. You can't stop me. And I am smart. I'm very smart. I have a lot in my brain. Can you not see? Can you not tell from the way I speak that I'm well versed? I told you I have 4 gloves. Thanos. I actually birthed Thanos. I immaculate. How do you? I know how to spell it because I'm a galaxy brain. And Thanos came from me. Thanos speaks to me. Actually, he's not dead. You might think he is. But I deal with all of that. But see, because I come from another world, you can't fathom and conceptualize anything that I'm telling you now. That's why you need to buy into my thoughts and my ideas right now, and don't be mad. You need to dance. When I point one of my gloves from my feet to you, and I'm pointing at him, you need to dance. Go shuck and jive, okay? Do not oppose me. Don't oppose me. I have a lot of money on this. Hey, be quiet. Don't speak. Don't tell the people the truth. You're going to welcome some unnecessary and undue stress in your life. If you challenge me, don't challenge me. You don't know who I am and what I can do. I told you I have 4 gloves of Thanos, both on my feet and my hands. And I mostly use the one on my right foot. Because my right foot is the better foot, it's the good foot. Because I'm right all the time. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're broke. You're broke. I'm going to create nothing but memes about how broke you are. I've been a Hexagon since day -99. You can't say that. In fact, I was the one that convinced Richard Hart, and he don't even know it, to create X. Before it was going to be something else. I'm not going to tell you what it was because I hold the knowledge and you hold nothing. And I'm filling your empty head up and skull with intangible, irrefutable nonsense. And you're going to ingest it and regurgitate it and tell everyone my truth. Because you're weak. Your mind is fragile. You know what weak is? Weak is not being able to make decisions for yourself. Weak is remaining in denial when it's glaring. Is it glaring or blaring? Blaring is sound. Glaring is when, it's glaringly obvious. Glaringly obvious that I'm presenting to you falsehood, contradiction, lies, but that's going to become your truth because you're weak. And I'm taking advantage of this bear market, by the way. I'm taking advantage. While you buy into my lies, I'm buying what you should be selling because you're not worthy of holding Hex. Pulse Chain and Pulse X. So I'm going to tell you this coin, these projects that I believe in, these projects right here that I believe in, that are better, that I know they're trash, I'm going to tell you these are better. Because this is something I've been doing for a very long time. And I have a legion behind me that does the same thing. And when all of my efforts are captured in the charts, you're going to have no reason but to sell while I buy. And when the bull market comes back, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to dump on your heads with nothing but golden fecal matter lined up with platinum sauce. I can't wait because you're dumb. That's what's taking place. That's what y'all are doing. That's what y'all are witnessing. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. Y'all crazy. How does that even work? How does that even work? You got projects that's still talking about an announcement of an announcement. We're going to give you an update of an update of an update. Oh, right now we're in the testing phase of the testing phase of the test net. Oh, right now we're actually utilizing phase 1 of the beta times 2 of the beta infinity. Rocking you all to sleep. Pulse Chain's been out. What happened? All the sacrifices that were done, that folks are waiting to come on to the chain. What happened? Why is it taking y'all forever in a day? Like, what happened? Oh, we got this reason. You know, you already got the bag. See, this is the thing. They already got the money. So they're not incentivized to move any quicker for a soul because they're already paid. This is what's happened. I don't listen. This is what folks don't want you to know about this game. It's dirty. You're dealing with money. You're dealing with the lust for greed. It's dirty. It's not potpourri. It's not kumbaya out here. It's not. Dealing with corruption. That didn't disappear. That's not going to disappear. And sorry to say, there's some people who aligned with some of these things that they're going to hope, because people want to hold on to their faith and hope. You want to hold on to the better things in life. I agree. I know what that feels like. I know that, and I understand. But when the ship sinks, you're going to sink with it. And so will your reputation. And that's many people. There's some folks that are out here that you could see they switch sides. They don't know they're in some kind of mental turmoil. They're so conflicted, they don't even want to think about it anymore. They're like, yo, what did I do, man? What is it? What do I? Yeah, chill, relax. Stake your token. Hold on, chill, be patient. Be the recipient of patience. Understand, you know, what this whole thing is about. The transference of wealth goes from the impatient to the patient. That's not happening right now with many people in this community. Y'all don't see? Y'all don't see? None of this brings value none of this makes anything go up. You want to get into childish, immature fighting, slinging insults for what? There's a movie coming out. Instead of talking about the movie, being creative and promoting the movie and doing the work, like having fun with it, like really utilizing this time to say, oh man, I'm gonna do something creative. This is how I feel good. I feel great. I want to do this and do that. Folks are talking to you about nonsense. I could understand if 3 years passed by and Pulse Chain did nothing. Pulse X did nothing even comparable to what we thought it would do or what we expected it to do. It's only been 60-something days, man. And people are jumping out the window. Geronimo, kamikaze, you know, you're on suicide dummy missions. Exposing yourselves. Again, we don't need enemies. The enemies are right here, man. Talk about keep your enemies close. They're in your bed. You in bed with them. Y'all sacrifice with a lot of these guys. That's what you did. And you're not being real. And it shows. Because if you co-sign a fool telling you something crazy about how Pulse Chain and Pulse X will not do 10,000, you didn't believe in it. But what you did was you satiated your greedy palate and dropped a bag on a bunch of sacrifices. Now you diluted, crazy, praying that you get some kind of return because you look foolish and you can't open your mouth and really say anything to anybody, but people see. Because that's how this goes. Folks see. Folks, people are not stupid. Everybody out here is not dumb. Everyone out here is not just, reckless, irresponsible, like you would think they are. People out here are not mindless, brainless sheep. People are not out here are just like brainless Richard Hart, drones, mini-me's, clones, wannabes. No. Everything but the sort. Everything opposite of that. You think I care about the foolishness Richard was doing last year? I knew it wasn't for me. I knew it was for a lot of mindless, brainless, people who just couldn't think for themselves. So they needed to attach to whatever material luster that he was throwing at the world. That don't move me. Been around all that nonsense since I was a kid. Those of us who grew up in the hood, meager beginnings, we were exposed to that decades ago. That's not new. That's new for y'all. Y'all simple, feeble-minded people. It's new for y'all because you don't respect yourselves. You don't respect your time. You don't respect doing anything that's supposed to be beneficial to you. So you're going to get duped. And thankfully, he's not rocking people to sleep in a bad way, because that's a form of rocking people to sleep. That whole marketing, trying to attack. Oh man. Oh, you got the Louis bag? What version of the Louis Gucci Prada bag you got now? Oh, because folks are into all that materialistic foolishness. That doesn't move me. That moves a lot of other people though, because they're empty inside. They value material more than they value themselves. And he got them. What did he say in the stream? Not too long ago, 6,000 plus followers in this thing. 6,000 people added. All this stuff. That's his shtick. That's what he does as a marketer. That's what he does. I ain't like it. I didn't care for it. I was still waiting for Pulse Chain. Now it's here now. You think I'm gonna lose hope? You think I'm gonna dismiss the fact that it took how many years? What, 6-7 years for Ethereum to do 14,000x? And the fact that Pulse Chain didn't do it in 2 months, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna be upset. Folks are crazy. They want you to do what they're doing. So it's not even about doing what they're doing. They want to convince you to give them your money. When are y'all not? What are y'all? What? All that talk is cute. Oh, you're not supporting builders. Are you serious? Again, how many scams have come and gone on Ethereum by itself with all the successful projects it has right now? Yeah, how many? You can't even count. You can't even count. Just in 1 year alone, 2,000 years ago, and every year since then to this day, you got people rugging left and right on multiple chains. And so that adage, that reality, that principle needs to be dismissed. Oh no, forget about that. Don't think about that. How? I'm gonna go outside. I wake up and go outside and pretend like there's no danger anywhere. There's no risk of me getting harmed anywhere. I'm not supposed to pay attention to red flags. I'm not supposed to pay attention to stop signs. I'm just supposed to go willy-nilly, huh? What are y'all talking about? What are you promising? What are you presenting to the world? Y'all foolish. You're supposed to be rich. You're not rich in spirit. You're rich in something else. Devilish, wicked, evil. That's all it is. You want to enrich your coffers at everyone else's expense and laugh at people and think that's something that's what? Engendering goodwill? Folks are crazy. Folks are crazy. Want to silence people. They wish. I mean, it's like, yo, because if it wasn't a problem, it wouldn't be presenting you fake rebuttals, weak rebuttals. If it wasn't a problem, if these narratives weren't being, spoken about loudly and proudly, you wouldn't have these weak attempts, by seed sowers of poison, disseminating foolish attempts to try to make you quiet or go against whatever you got going on. You think I care? Y'all don't care about what I got going on. That's why this is a community, but crypto's a solo sport. Emphatically understand that. It's just you as an individual, peer to peer, that making decisions of what you do with your time and your bread. No one, no community, no nothing dictates what you do. When you press and send, when you press and sell, when you press and buy, receive, whatever. It's just you. But y'all want to lend your time, lend your even your confidence and your trust into other people because they look like they're nice. They've done nice things. You don't understand what a wolf in sheep's clothing is really about, but you soon will. You soon will. You haven't lived life long enough, I guess. I don't know. Like, what? When you put your hand over a burning stove, it'll do something to you. It won't be beneficial. Folks, let me see how much money I can make today. I don't care about delayed gratification anymore. It serves no purpose. So I'm going to invest in something. How many other projects are there? Man, there's a list again. Like I said before, a list of scams that have already rugged the people on Pulse Chain in less than 3 months. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to lend the majority or most of my energy and weight onto something else, some nobodies who I'll never meet supposed to be a benefit to the community? Says who? Who raised y'all? Like, where do y'all come from? What is it? Because this is about common sense. It's not about your background. It's about common sense, what people can relate to. None of that makes sense. None of it. Conspire in the background. You know what we're going to do? We're going to huddle up and we're going to create this project right here, right? Because, we got to get paid. We got to get to this bag. It's not hard. You think it's hard? It's not hard to get a developer, a group of developers to copy, paste, flip and bounce something that is already created, repackage it, have a few people talk about it, and sell it to you, and you buy into it. That is not hard. That's one of the things about crypto that allows crypto to continue to be lawless and wild and reckless, because it's easy to do. And folks continue to do it. And folks will continue to do it. And are you going to remain some type of victim? And then if you talk about, oh, you crying, why are you crying? No, you want to silence. You want to censor. You don't want people to talk. But people are going to continue to talk. Especially when they're speaking about things that are truthful, that matter, things that make sense, things that folks can relate to. Who wants to get in a position where they lose everything? Who wants to listen to fake thought leaders in this space, in this community, talk certain things, say certain things, and do something else? And then they got their tail caught between their legs, wagging their face, trying to show face again. Meanwhile, what? You think people forgot what you did? People forgot what you were saying? Nobody cares. No one cares, ultimately. No one cares. It's about the status quo. It's about lining your pockets. That's what it's all about, by any means. And for some, they'll go to no lengths. They have no boundaries. They have no filter. They have no chill. Nothing, no ethical, nothing in their bone. They won't hesitate to do anything and everything it costs to keep them more enriched and keep you in a subservient position with nothing broke and insult you on top of that. Day 60 what? What's this day? 66? 67? That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all are mad. You're mad. You jump on streams with so-called OGs And you talk all kinds of shit about Hex, and the old so-called OG doesn't check you, is because the OG is in bed with you. Bottom line. Bottom line, I don't care. Ain't about no gay nothing. Shout out to how you want to live your international life and satiate your human cravings. Who gives a fuck? But you in bed with these people. You got your money mixed up with them. So how are you gonna talk crap about their project, even though they downplay Hex, even though they downplay Richard, even though they downplay Pulse Chain and Pulse X? You can't talk bad about them now because your bag is mixed up with their bag of pollution. Whether it's gonna be something good in the future or not, time will tell. Who cares? It's guilty before proven innocent, man. Because this is money, this is crypto. There's no real regulations. Even though they want you to believe that there's regulations now, it's still lawless. It's crazy. That's why things are going on the way they're going on right now. Y'all don't understand that, though. Y'all just simply don't understand that. Because it's about, let me get mine how I could get it. Who cares? You were even encouraged in the beginning, back in 2020. Even though RH was saying, you get into your scams, you could do whatever you want. But if you get into your scams and you bubble, you make your return and profit. How about buying into Hex with the profit? Help the price go up. Help the community go up. Help the thing thrive. No, folks get into these garbage types of projects, make a bag, and exit altogether. And they want to talk about onboard, adoption. Oh, you're not adopting. You're not allowing people to onboard if you're not allowing builders. Who's not allowing who to do what? I can't stop any builder from building. Crazy? Kind of narrative y'all be talking? Like, you talking to idiots? Who you think people are not? Again, people are not crazy and mentally feeble like you think they are, like you would wish they are. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Afraid to talk. Wow. I thought this community was strong. I thought people were about something. Wow. RH believers, originals. Becoming non-believers. In the public, or becoming non-believers, just saying it out loud. Like, what's your purpose? But then we'll say you're refusing to allow mass adoption to take place. You're refusing to onboard. But meanwhile, you're the OG that became a turncoat, that became a backstabber. But you're telling the world, the people who want to still believe in the principles that got them to this point, that still want to believe in no admin keys, that still want to believe in trustless yield, that still want to believe in staking long term, rewarding themselves in the future, now they're vilified. Y'all don't see that as some type of situation going on. You don't see that as some type of ill-fated agenda. You don't see that as some type of conspiracy. Like it's not even about a conspiracy. This is a reality. These are things that go on. Snakes in the grass type of behavior. You don't have to believe me. I don't care if you believe me or not. It doesn't matter to me. It's immaterial. That means nothing. I'm not here for popularity. I'm here to speak truth. That's why I've been speaking truth this whole time. So I don't care. I represent people. I represent a community. Myself, my own time. Not Hex. Not the Hex community. Not Pulse Chain. Something real. Because this right here, this is the internet. This is make-believe. Because right now you show me that this isn't real. This is all smoke and mirrors. Because what you show the world is confusion. What you show the world is contradiction. What you show the world is nothing but filled with hypocrisy. So that's not what I subscribe to at all. I support the movie. I support people finding out about what these tokens have done by way of Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X. Even the tokens that have been bonded to Hex, I support. But all this other extra stuff, you got to prove your worth. And the folks that the individuals that are behaving like clowns and silly children, like, to me, that's not a good sign. That, yeah, I mean, really, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Who else has come into this community that has done anything remotely close to what Richard has done to help thousands of people experience some type of financial joy? Who else? Until that person shows up, it's quiet. It's quiet for y'all. It's quiet. We thought some type of vampire last year that Richard was bigging up in an online conference, was bigging some fool up, and that ended up being a joke. 9 months later, still a joke. Launched 10,000 different things in this community, can't even make one successful. And that's somebody Richard was giving respect to. So imagine, y'all. Imagine. The dude has a name. They call him all kinds of, relate to him to some blood-sucking villain. Like, that's crazy. That's who he was giving up. Yo, brag, man, brag. Y'all remember? Don't act like you don't remember. Brag. What he turned out to be. Some type of character with some false, virtuous, noble ideals in crypto. Doesn't even know what he's doing, coming from Google and all. You got had no idea what to look at the community and see what he's done 9 months later. And had fools in this community bigging him up too, having him on their streams and interviewing him and da. Bored. Don't even understand and respect the fact that, the way Hex works is for you to be bored and be rich long term, be wealthy long term. They can't even deal with that. They need to be disturbed. They need to be just impulsive, compulsive. Deal with, like, right now. They can't wait. So they go on suicide dummy missions and welcome folks into their community. How many people in the community interviewed that fool from Dodeca? And what happened? OGs in this community, I don't see anything wrong with holding Dodeca. I'm earning Hex at the same time. Dodeca bombed. And what y'all look like? What y'all talking about? Your man Zen, whatever, Conrad Zen and all that. What happened? What's P Zen doing? What's P Zen doing for people? What is P Zen? And I don't hold on to trash. Once I realize this trash is gone. But certain things, it's just like, listen, man, folks could pull out more receipts than me. And that's just a few, less than handful of what I've just called out. Many have come and gone and are here now. Like I said, even right now, there's a list of projects that are on the chain that are already rugged, that people sacrificed to. They got the money and ran. How you feel? How you look? Gave them millions and millions and millions. Folks are on, like, vacations. Streamers are just traveling. I mean, not even street project leaders, just traveling. They're showing you to your face what your money did for them. And you sitting down holding your hands, wishing, wondering, when is it gonna launch? When is this gonna launch? This and that. Receiving announcements of an announcement, updates of an update. And that can't be called out. That can't be called out. How? Fake ass promoters come and go. And then, some fake hero comes to save the day, and then the hero turns out to be a turncoat. And now you're still trying to wag your tail talking about, we need to, discuss some of these things because, these are thought-provoking. You're a fool. You know what I'm saying? These people are fools. LARPing in the community, NPC characters, just weird, doing weird stuff. And it's all about money. No, it's all about them protecting, securing their interests, not yours. They don't care about you. They make you believe they do, but they don't. I don't care what they stand on. So that's an example of me just looking at Richard real crazy. You introduce some guy that you wanted him to brag, right? This is criticism here. This is about criticism, criticizing dude. Richard, you finally, you giving somebody a lane to speak and you telling them, yo, brag? You told him to brag about his accomplishments and accolades. And look where he turned out to be. Oh no, but if you continue to believe in the principles that Richard has educated the world, you just tug on his scrotum. You know what I'm saying? You make braids out of the hairs from his nutsack. That's how y'all think. Fools, babies, infantile, children, irresponsible pieces of shit. That's how y'all believe. That's what y'all are. Because all you do is continuously remain selfish. You don't know nothing about being humble. You know nothing about being selfless. Some of y'all talk that humble talk. You know nothing about humble. If you got to talk about being humble, you don't even know what the word even means. Your work should support what you do and what you say and how you are. Not you. You shouldn't even exalt yourself. You should let the people exalt you and praise you. You should come out and say, oh yeah, I am so-and-so from somewhere. No, the people should dignify you as such. They should identify you as such because of who you are, not your words, not coming from your egotistical, narcissistic, fake-ass brain and personality. Soulless. People got no real spirit. Their spirit is devilish. Want to try to silence people. I'm nobody's slave. You know? For real. Already have to deal with the oppressive nature of financial tyrannical nonsense. You think I'm gonna take it from somebody on crypto, Twitter, and fake Telegram, YouTube nonsense, foolishness? I learned the hard way what it is to work for myself. Because I want no man to tell me what to do. You crazy? Think I'm gonna listen to some nobody through a device? Make me try to make me second guess on what the real foundational principles in crypto are meant to be, and that's been laid out, that's been successful to this day. I'm gonna disrespect the fact that Bitcoin not only did 6.9 million X, because you always go from like a penny, but at 3 zeros and a 7, that thing did 90 million X. Do the research. It's captured on the blockchain. I'm supposed to just believe in what you guys are talking about. 14K X for Ethereum. 15K, 15,000 T-share. Multiples. T-share, just the T-share alone. 10,000 X in Hex liquid. 20,000 if you were staking. I'm going to disrespect and forget about all that. You know how many other people behind me want to experience all those things, but you don't want us to be successful like y'all because y'all too greedy. Y'all too selfish. You don't want other people to have what you've had and even more than you. That's how it is. It's been in crypto. That's how it's always going to be. Y'all got to see that. They don't want you to have more than them. So they're going to side trick you. They're going to lie to you to your face, smile in you and stab you in the back. This is what they do. You kidding? You have to be kidding. You have to be a joke to yourself if you don't believe this is real. You're playing yourself if you don't believe what I'm saying is real. You really are. You really are. This thing about this fake hierarchy, fake elitist way of thinking. Oh, I am a whale. I am a megalodon. I am a Poseidon. I am, like I said, I told you already, I am Thanos. I gave birth. I am Thanos' father. Okay? I gave birth to Thanos. I shake hands with God. Fools, miscreants, leeches, parasites that are in the community already. They're not even outside. I'm not even talking about anybody else. I'm talking about what's in here. And you get mad because I don't even look like you. I don't care. I'm not here to look like you. I'm not here to smile with you. I'm not here to dance, kumbaya, nothing. None of that. I'm here to respect this code. I'm here to respect this math. I'm here to be a participant in this to help receive the spoils of the rewards. I don't care about none of y'all. Y'all don't care about me. It shows. It shows. And I respect it because you're showing me who you are. You're showing me the snakes that you are. So salute to that. Salute to that. I know how to deal with you accordingly.